and their conquest would be far more difficult. So before striking with his armies, he used another weapon.
I should be on X-Files. I'm a reptile. What I spit is heat. I live in streets that pump more sand than Venice Beach. My fan base range from Spain out to Tennessee, Sicily, Italy, Nola, Pistol Pete. Mention me, you gon' be sleeping where the fishes be. Little Miss Thing gon' be missing for like 60 weeks. I flip your head back and reverse like a Missy beat. New strap.
Oh, nah, it ain't done yet. February 4th. They said the hardest thing to do in life is write a will.
Holla, what up, nigga?
Purchase your ticket to be in the building or catch it live on pay-per-view stream.
Propaganda barrage, to confuse, to make them lose faith, to divide and conquer.
There's bad in everything, you know. I would say I move different than some, but like also that's like stereotyping because there are a few that I have met that also move the same way I do. But I have met a lot that I probably wouldn't move the same way they would move. Not saying it's good or bad, but it's not necessarily something that I would do.
Nah, I'm not gonna let you just get off the hook like that. I need some stories. No, we're not doing that. Okay. I want. Let me set it up for you, so your brain could be going while I'm setting up the question.
Okay.
Of all these, you know what? I know this is our first time meeting, so I don't want to be too edgy and scare you away.
Okay.
But I'm gonna be a little bit edgier. All right. There's some foul women out there. There's foul men out there too. All right, to be fair.
Yeah,
some very, very foul women out. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell me something that you have seen where it's like, let's say I come across your page and I depict it as classy and you know, this is a beautiful woman. And I think that seems like a wholesome type of character. Somebody that can come across just like you. Tell me a story about somebody that is complete opposite, you know, kind of as a warning to the men, because social media is dangerous. You could meet your wife and you could meet the same person that's going to put you in jail. Right. You know what I'm saying? It goes both ways.
Me, I haven't really seen anything crazy. I've heard stories from other people.
Oh, she don't want to snitch, y'all.
No, I've literally, like, I stay in the house. Like, I'm only leaving the house if I'm working. Like, even most of my pictures, I'm in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get out that much. So, like, if I hang out with someone, they'll be like, oh, yeah, I had to make sure you were straight, or ask my boys if you were straight because, you know, we got set up before, you know? So I've heard things like that, but I've never,
hold on, don't jump over that. Can we get into that a little bit when you say you got set up? That was like what, a photo shoot, a booking? Like, what was that about?
Yeah, or just people you meet that recognize you when you're out, like on the town or something like that, and they'll be like, oh, yeah, and you chop it up with them, have a little conversation. Or, you know, you just actually just going to go meet up with someone, they'll be like, oh, yeah, you know, I had to check with my boys to see, like, if you looked okay because we've been set up before, you know, because it is bad out here. Like, you definitely have to be careful. You can't just trust anybody, you know.
But what was that setup about? Was it like a booking or like what type of set? Like, what happened?
I don't know all the details. All I know is that I guess he probably like found them on Instagram or something, and then they were like, yeah, let's hang, and then they woke up and their wallets was gone, and not sure what happened, but
yeah,
a lot of crazy stuff out here.
Yeah, that's the world we live in, and social media opens up the criminal opportunity a million times over. You know what I'm saying? It allows you to investigate people, read them, scope them out, do all that from afar. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely dangerous. So if you have to worry about your safety, being that, you know, you do business from social media, you model, you work with other companies, etc. How does somebody get interpersonal with Aria now with the type of, let's say, shield that you got to have up? How do you determine? Do you only want to meet people in person? How does somebody get closer to Aria and you understand within yourself, like, nah, this is safe? Because you have a big following. And I gotta assume that you probably get, I don't know, over 100 DMs a week. I'm just
Yeah, I
guessing.
mean it's a good amount, but like
Okay.
I'm just not pressed, you know.
Mm.
The amount of people that do slide in the DMs, they're not really talking about anything, really, if you really try to talk to them. So like I feel like me just like being just used to it. If you're trying to like link on a business reasons, I could tell straight up like if it's business or if you're just trying to, you know,
Use business to be personal.
yeah.
Okay.
Like most of the time I could tell, you know. They're going to slip up and say something within, you know, the first 30 minutes of me talking to them.
You mean like a compliment or something?
Well,
What's one of those signs?
one of
Because
those,
some of the guys got to learn, because we have somebody here that's calling themselves an Instagram model. So when you guys come across beautiful women, you guys got to know how to approach them sometimes. I want to learn some of your perspective too. I'm not perfect.
right. So, like I would rather someone approach me straight up on what it is opposed to like pretending like it's business.
Mm.
And then I have to figure out like how to go from there. But like if a guy like he constantly keeps saying like, oh yeah, you're beautiful, or like I would love to take you out, or like stuff like that, I'd be like, okay, I thought you were trying to, you know, do like this interview or do this photo shoot or something like that. Like they'll just constantly be throwing out compliments, which is fine. Like if someone the first time they hit you up, like you're beautiful, I love your content, you know, it would be legit, you know, to be able to do something with you. I would love to work with you. Like that's fine, you know. But if it's not so much business talk and more so just my appearance, then I'm like, okay, this is not really going anywhere.
So the slip up right there, of course, is the acting like it's business when it's really personal.
Right.
I want to use that to go into a general topic of flying women out, right? He flew me out, girl, right?
Right.
That's become such a popular thing. Let me keep it a little edgy again. Is that just today's world of Lincoln, or is that a small form of prostitution? What do you think?
Wow. I don't know how to answer that question.
All right, let me give more color.
You trying
And the
to get me
reason why I
fired
threw it
up.
out there edgy like that is because we hear so many people,
Mhm.
and I don't want to say everybody, of course. We hear so many people talking about price tags associated with these dating situations or these getaways or these flyouts. Price tags.
I've never been flown out nowhere. I've had
Mm.
offers to do it, but I've never actually was like, yeah, I'm gonna get up and go see somebody. I've never done that. If you happen to be in the same city as me and I'm happy to be in the same city as you, maybe we can link. But I feel like a lot of times if a guy does offer to fly you out, he expects something from you. And if you don't necessarily know him and you don't like him like that, you don't want to go out there and you don't know this man personally. You don't know what he's about. You don't know if he, you know, is going to get upset with you if you decide that you don't want to do certain things with him. You know, so I've never took up the offer of someone flying me out. If we happen to be in the same city and like we vibing, sure, we can link. But I've never like was like, yeah, I'm about to go out and do this.